Hague J36 passing through the Victorian station. World War I super gun. If I had the space, I'd have 4 rooms with 4 model railways, modelling 4 different eras. But sadly, space and money are a major consideration, I'm afraid. I can't complain though. This field gun is impressive. Had it for years, I just haven't bothered to get it out. You need wide bends though, radius 2 or tunnels, you're going to struggle. Unless they've got lots of space. Imagine seeing that being pulled through the trees towards you by a reconnaissance team. Jesus wept. Here's the car park of our World War I station. But they're not really World War I cars. They did have them, but tried buying them. I suggest our cars are 1930s. But you can only do so much. And you can only buy what's available at the time for a sensible price. The poppy field is a tribute to all those that died in World War I, and all the poppies are homemade, as is the poppy field. My other half's great-great-great-granddad won a gallantry medal in World War I for pulling a guy out the mud who thought he was dying. We have the citation and a letter thanking her great-great-great-granddad, whichever one he was, for pulling his soldier out of the mud. And it's quite touching. And the pampered lovies of today, including myself, we cannot imagine the pain and horror of that war. Jesus Christ, it doesn't even bear thinking about. Here is a close-up of the station platform. Soldiers, we bought their backmen, the nurses are backmen. You get 6 in each pack. The guards, I can't remember, but they're backmen as well, but the right era. And we've just mixed them around to make them look like they're doing different things. Here's more of a panorama view, and you can see the water tower. Everything there is World War I. The J36, the tank transporters, the SCA and CR locomotive is World War I. The buildings came from the Railway Children's set, a Bachmann product. On the main building The building at the end was a Hornby product, but it is of the right era. The lights are of the right era. The toilets are the right era. So, you know, we've done what we can. Everything around it is of the wrong era that you can see in the background, but it's just a diorama. And it works for us. You know, you can nitpick and say, well, but you know, you can only do so much with what you have. Looking down at the station platform, and you can see the rooftops. A point to make, my mum's dad's dad died in World War One, and they were lads messing around using a grenade like a tennis ball, and they were playing catch with a grenade. Anyway, the pin came out, my mum's dad's dad caught it, pulled it to his chest as he caught it, boom, his chest was blown off, and he lie there in pain crying for his mother, which a lot of soldiers dying apparently do. And for us as people in a sanitised, mamby-pamby world we live in, except for those in the Ukraine, which are getting a tough reality which they do not deserve, one cannot imagine how this could happen. Now what you have to do is try and put yourselves in their situation. I've never seen combat, I don't know. I've been around bullets flying around me in Thailand, but that's not the same. That's not World War One. Doesn't compare. And I believe, and maybe one of you could correct me, that once you get so used to seeing death and dying around you all the time, and seeing bits of men like the butcher's shop, I believe you get numb to it. You've got to get numb to it. All the time you see it, and suddenly death seems like going to the toilet or having breakfast. And I believe these young lads got so numb to death that they just were stupid. So, it's all interesting stuff. Thank you for watching. The J36 Hague is a Hornby model, and the tanks behind are Bachmann. I only have two because they are so expensive, but they look the part. World War One tanks covered in canvas to be transported to the front line. Incidentally, the box car, or the van, whatever you wish to call it, is the Hornby TTS with sound van, which produces various different sounds, which are quite interesting when they decide to make a noise, but I believe they're too much noise. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this little World War One potpourri. Thank you for watching.